Um, hello. It's me, GayBlkWorld, and what have I got to talk about today? Um, I suppose I got to talk about some of my favourite things. What are my favourite things? Well, hold on a moment. Oops. Harry Potter. And why does this have to be the last one? I'm such a fan of Harry Potter. You have no idea. And the movies have not done them a justice, in my opinion. They do like butchered versions of books, and you find yourself asking why did they bother to do it? And you just want to know why. Hold on a second. I'm on the phone! I'm on the phone! Okay, I'm on the phone, okay? Where was I? Some of my favourite things. Other thing, I'm a great fan of Diana Ross. Just kind of like insight into kind of the things I do. I taken an interest in working on my body. I used to be the guy in the middle. See how huge I used to be? To how I am now. It's still a work in a process because I still want to lose the weight. Got a long way to go, but I want to lose it. I want to lose it. I don't want to go back to him. Here in the middle. Because I was huge. When I look at it, I say to myself, oh my god, was I really that huge? But I was. I mean, the webcam doesn't give you, it makes you look bigger. I'm not trying to bullshit you and say, oh no it isn't, but it does make you look bigger. So what else am I like? I do like movies. I went to go and see last night. I wanted to see the early performance of The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, but I fell asleep. I know I didn't. I was at the gym and I got there too late. So I went to go and see the late night performance, which was, you know, when they say the movie starts at 11:20 and it doesn't start at 11:20, it started around 10 to midnight. So I was not particularly happy that they said it starts at 11:20, and I did doze off for around 2 seconds, so after 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I woke up after 2 seconds or whatever. But so I don't think I missed anything. It's a great film. I recommend it. Milk. Sean Penn deserved to win that award for Milk. I really enjoyed it. It was a fantastic movie. I heard about how years ago they did the BBC showed a documentary on Harvey Milk's life. So I knew about him a long time, for years, and I read Randy Schultz's book, I gotta stop doing these stupid faces. The Mayor of Castro Street. Recommended book to read. What other things do I like? I like traveling. I have aspirations to want to go and live in South Africa. My friends moved there in 1998, and it's the place I could recommend. It still has its teething problems, and I'm sure you, as Americans who are old enough to remember the times of segregation, knew when America truly had changed. Not necessarily Barack Obama, knew when the times when America was segregated and your movement it was very difficult for you to go into certain places too, when segregation, they could remove down the colors only, this and whatever, and you saw how life improved for yourself. I'm sure it took around 10 to 20 years. But even in 1986, when Oprah went to that place where a black person hasn't lived there in over 60 years, that was in 1986, only 23 years ago. So America's come a long way, but it still has a long way to go. So what are my other things? Well, I like guys. I'm, as my name says, GayBlkWorld. I use that name because I wanted to stand out. I have a preference for exclusively gay men who are black mix, primarily. I would go to the Latins, I would go to Arabs, Middle Eastern, Asian guys, but remember, in this country, England, in the United Kingdom, Asians are Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Sri Lankans, and Indians. Koreans, Filipinos, Chinese, they refer to you as Oriental. I know people are going to say I ain't Oriental, but that's what we refer to you as in this country. We refer to Orientals, people from China and whatever, China and Philippines, as Oriental. Sorry, that's what we do. I know in America you call them Asian, but in Britain we don't. I don't do bisexuals, and I'm not prepared to go into the reasons why I'm not into bisexual, because it gets boring and I just can't bother to go into the internet. Oh, it shouldn't matter, whatever. I'm just not. It's kind of weird to me. I'm not into white guys, but weirdly enough, even when I was at my biggest, it was only white guys who were actually very kind to me compared to my fellow black men. And you know what? If you want to find out what I experienced from black men, you have to look at my other videos. This is what other things do I like? I like meeting new people, really. I like intellectual people. I like guys who can talk. Too much in the gay community is about how big your cock is, how round your ass is, how muscular your body is, and that really is so boring, because you can't date that. Having a big cock and muscular body doesn't mean that he's going to be there for you in times of pain and sorrow and heartbreak. So that's why I feel that it's weird when I talk about this, because I always say to myself, would I date a guy who was bigger than me? And the answer is no, because I know that I'm a food addict, and I've been battling my weight for 41 years, and I've lost a lot. I've lost a whole person, but I know that I could gain the weight like that. When I went to South Africa in December and came back in January of last year, I put on a stone, and I'm still battling to lose that stone. I know I will never go back to 27 stones and 12 pounds, but I cannot be complacent. What other things I do? I like going to museums. I like the art galleries, and National Portrait Gallery, then Science Museum, the RAF Museum. As I showed you before, books. I don't just like reading Harry Potter books. I like reading Stephen King, Elin Harris, even though his books are becoming very formulaic, same kind of thing. I do like his books. They are very, very, very well written, and I'm glued to them. I have an image in my head of when he describes it. At the moment, I'm reading the Lord of the Rings. I'm on the final book, The Return of the King, and it's over 1,000 pages. So I've been reading it for the last 3.5 months. I only read books on the subway. I'm coming towards the end, so leave a comment. What are your favorite things? What are your favorite things?